welcome to Solace Natural Living. I figured it's been a couple of months now. I think it's been about a couple of months since my last video about my alopecia areata, and I figured I would give kind of an update. Obviously I'm looking a little bit different today. This is my new wig. It's a synthetic wig. It has the heat treatment for it, so I can like use rollers and stuff and tools to make it curly, or I could straighten it out if I wanted to, but I really like the curls just because it's a lot like my own hair. So anyway, I figured I would give a little bit of an update and to just kind of show you my new wig. So there's a 360 of it. I actually wound up cutting off the back a little bit, you know, about probably that much, because I don't know what happened to the ends of the wig, but it just started getting kind of like frayed, and plus, you know, my hair really hasn't been that long since George and I got married in 2009. So I'm more used to like shorter hair, you know, kind of up on my shoulders. So this is still kind of long, but I just, you know, it's more my length, and I've never had highlights before, so this is kind of different. But I really love it, and I especially like the fact that it's like, it closely relates or resembles my own hair, my own natural bio hair. So what's really neat is that you know, it's got the lace up here. It fits a little bit differently on my head. It's actually a little bit big because I've learned that apparently I have a petite head, and this is an average size cap, average size wig, and so I wound up actually having to stitch it up a little bit to make it fit my head a little bit more, but I've got some more things that I need to do to it because you can kind of feel the wig sticking out here. So I figured I would reveal my hair. I'll just take this off here. So with the wig, oh, here she is. Okay, so that's what the inside of the cap looks like, and what I did to stitch it up, so I don't know if you can see here, I just pulled up the wefting and sewed it into these the silk up here at the top. And so this is the lace here that goes, you know, all the way around. I'm not sure about this. It kind of like when the hair flows back, it pulls it back and you can really see the lace. So I'm not sure about that. I think that there's like some kind of bra strap thing that you can sew into the wig to really kind of pull the lace down onto your head. So anyway, that's that, and I absolutely love this wig, by the way. I wear it all the time, and it's great because my hair looks great all the time. So with it being an average size wig, I have to wear this headband. With the headband, it's got like this special texture on it to where I can't describe it very well, but it basically kind of grips my head and the wig, and it really keeps it on. My father-in-law, first thing he said when he saw me was, "How do you keep it on?" Oh man. So I'm glad I was comfortable enough to say, you know, it's not going anywhere, and I explained about the band. This one is, oh, it's backwards on the camera. Oh well. It's Dreamlover Scarf and Wig Grip. It's actually really good for keeping scarves on. So if you have a difficult time keeping scarves from sliding off your head, put this on and then put your scarf over top of it. I actually tried it on before I actually cut off all my hair. I put this on because I had it for about a week before I actually buzzed my hair off, and one of the days I wanted to wear a scarf to just kind of cover up everything, and I put this on it and my scarf didn't fall off. It was amazing. So if you have a problem with that, these are like really cheap. And of course, me being a petite head, I actually wound up cutting mine off because there was just I wound up cutting off that much just because, you know, I have a really petite head. So anyway, I put this on, and then I also have one of the little stocking caps because of the wefting, my head gets really cold, and this also helps keep the wig clean from, you know, my head. So obviously I'm a little more bald. Today I actually made the leap and just went ahead and actually shaved my head. And the reason I did that is because the way my hair was growing, I had this one little patch right here at the top. It's just like this one little patch, and it grew much quicker than the rest of my hair. So the rest of my hair along the sides here, you know, I still had that, and it looked really short, and then I had this like really like little circle that was like really long. So I don't know, I was like, okay, we're shaving this. So I still have that big bald spot that was on the back of my head to begin with. It grew bigger, but where most of my hair loss has been recently is right here on top, and it kind of went back this way and down my head, and then this side of my head started thinning quite a bit more round spots. And so I just decided to go ahead and shave it off. It feels so weird. My head feels so soft, but I realized as I was shaving the back of my head, my hair grows upwards and downwards and sideways and this away and this away. It was so difficult trying to get the back of my head shaved, but the top was like, it was really easy. So anyway, here's kind of what it looks like. So I hope you got a good picture of that, but so anyway, that's kind of the main update as far as, you know, the way I look and stuff. I've still got my eyebrows and my eyelashes and hair everywhere else, just not my head. I did notice one of the things when I'm wearing my wig is because I've got like this tan line, that if my wig doesn't sit just right on that tan line, that you can really see the lace. So I was like, man, I wish I could just have a tan on the top part of my head where it's all white, but oh well. That'll eventually be fixed over time. At least I hope so. So, I've been wearing lots of hats. I made this one. It's a floppy hat, and I wound up taking the tie out. It's really soft. It's like one of those like fleece ones, and I don't really like the way it looks, but it's soft and it's kind of floppy, so you know, that's kind of what I wear on a daily basis. I've got a couple of other fleece hats that I wear. I don't go out in public without my wig, just because, you know, I just want to look normal, you know. I don't want to look sick or anything like that. So, and then of course with the hats, you can always tell when someone has hair loss because you can see the back side of the head. So I've only worn a hat out, or just a hat, maybe twice since this, and the main reason it was only twice because it was really hot and I did not want to wear my other wig because I had issue with the lace in the front. It just looked really unnatural, and I wanted to look as natural as possible. So, on an emotional side of the alopecia and everything, I'm getting used to talking about it. You know, it's still really difficult, you know, sometimes looking in the mirror and being like, I don't have any hair. It surprises me sometimes. It does. And I don't think I've cried about it since, you know, I cut my hair, but you know, I look in the mirror and I'm like, man, I just, you know, I see it. And it's wearing a wig. It's funny because, you know, I have it on and I've had several people that I see, you know, we have certain stores that we go to on a regular basis, and a lot of the employees kind of know me and George. Yeah, small town. Small town love, they know everything. It's funny, one of the ladies, she was like, wow, I really love your hair. And, you know, I was like, oh, well, thank you. Because it was the first time she saw me with that wig. And, you know, I was flattered because I was really nervous about wearing a wig. You know, oh, are people going to see the lace? Are they going to see that, you know, that I'm wearing a wig, or that it just kind of stays, you know, because, you know, that's the way the wig's supposed to be. And so I was really nervous about it. I was really, really nervous. And she was like, wow, your hair looks good. It's like supermodel good. I was like, oh, well, thank you. And so I went along my way and so forth. But it was like after that, I kind of felt almost weighed down in a way, or like I was being really dishonest, because, you know, the wig, it's always gonna look like that. It's always gonna have that supermodel look, I guess. I don't know, but it's it felt really dishonest. So I kind of told myself, you know, next time I get a compliment about my hair, or the next time I see her and she says something about my hair, you know, I was like, I'm gonna be honest with her. And I did. And it felt so much better to be honest and open about the fact that it wasn't my hair. And she was just, you know, really impressed about it and thanked me for being open and all of that good stuff. And so that's kind of how I've, you know, been telling people about it, you know, because the other day my neighbor, our car is broke down at the moment, so I asked my neighbor if she could take me to the store real quick because we needed some things, and she just, you know, complimented me on how good I looked. I was like, well, thanks, I kind of feel, you know, not so great today, but thank you. She's like, and your hair looks really good. I was like, thank you. It stays like this all the time. And she was like, no, it looks really good. And she didn't know that I had a wig. She didn't know about my alopecia or anything. I was like, no, really, the hair stays like this all the time. It's a wig. She was like, what? So, you know, that in itself, you know, it makes me feel really good. Especially because this has just been really difficult dealing with, and so getting those types of compliments and stuff, it's just been really good. And I'm really even more appreciative of people who know about my hair loss. And I know some people are really conservative and they don't want to ask questions just because, you know, they're afraid that, you know, it'll hurt my feelings or be uncomfortable for me. But I guess I should say in this video, if you're watching and you have questions about this, or, you know, my wigs, or how, you know, what do I do to keep them on? How do you wash them? You know, do you have to brush them? What do you have to do? You know, ask me those questions. I am completely open and honest, and I am completely comfortable in sharing these, because I would much rather you ask the questions than be insecure of being around me or saying the wrong thing or anything like that. And I want you to be like George. George has been amazing. He makes me laugh. You know, he does the whole you know, thing, you know, where he's rubbing my head, you know, how the Looney Tunes, I think it was Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd, that was his name, yeah, and doing that thing, and I love George doing that. And sometimes, you know, he'll make jokes about it, and it's great because, you know, it makes it feel lighthearted. It's not depressing anymore like it was. And you know what? I am still comfortable with it. You know, like I said, sometimes, you know, in the morning I'll look and it'll be like, kind of surprises me sometimes. Well, because, you know, I spent 32 years with hair, a full head of hair, and then all of a sudden I don't. So, you know, it's still gonna take some getting used to, but, you know, I just want to make people aware about this condition, about wearing hair pieces, that you don't have to feel depressed about it. You know, you're not losing your femininity or your masculinity when you lose your hair. This is just something that happens, and I think if we can just support each other with it and just, you know, wear a wig if you feel more comfortable wearing a wig, or even a topper. They make some great toppers these days that just look so realistic. But anyway, this video is getting kind of long. I just wanted to give a small update. Ask me all the questions. Feel comfortable being like, hey, how do you keep your wig on? You know, where do you buy your wigs? How do you take care of it? You know, how do you feel with shaving your head versus buzzing? Or, you know, do you feel depressed about it? Do you know, how are you adjusting? You know, there's so many different questions, and I think some people are just afraid to ask them, and I don't want you to be afraid to ask those questions with me. I'm perfectly honest. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and gave you a little bit of more information about where I'm coming from and how I'm dealing, you know, with this. And yeah, so I guess I will talk to you guys later. God bless you all.